No pistol, amigo.
The Western outlaw is caught by bounty men.
Beautiful enough to be worth $2,000?
Yeah, but you don't look like the one who collected.
The arrival of the hunter Blondie makes them panic at once. Tension at the scene is mounting. Tuco looks terrified. Once Blondie finishes off that gunman there, the legend of him and Tuco starts right here. Blondie hands Tuco in, and they pay the reward after they confirm it. Unexpectedly, right when Tuco faces the gallows, Blondie steps in to save his life. What is he planning now? No, it turns out that they've been partners for a while. They team up to con the precinct. Then they split the gold. It is not smooth. During one rescue, Blondie fails to hit the rope, nearly getting Tuco killed. He fires again and saves Tuco just in time. But after this, Blondie wants a new partner since Tuco's value is dropping fast. He dumps Tuco in the vast desert, leaving him to die alone. But Tuco is a stubborn enemy who swears he will kill Blondie. Walking for a whole day and night, Tuco makes it to a nearby town while half conscious. He drinks, then hits shops, testing out many pistols to pick one for himself. He fires with a speed that leaves the shop owner in shock. He forces the man to pay a heavy sum before leaving. Next day, he tracks down the hotel where Blondie is hiding. This is during the American Civil War. After making the manager talk, Tuco leads his group to Blondie's room to close in. Blondie senses danger while cleaning his gun, so he loads it. He thinks it's over, but as Blondie turns, Tuco is already in the room, aiming his gun. With cannons firing, Tuco does not care. He makes Blondie feel the noose's terror. A cannonball hits the very room they are standing in. When Tuco escapes the ruins, Blondie has vanished. But he does not stop, starting the hunt again. After many relentless efforts, he finally finds his man. Blondie is back at it, running the same old trick with another criminal partner. But he guessed wrong because Tuco eventually finds the partner. The man is shot dead, which leaves Tuco feeling quite cold in his heart. To get his revenge, he leads him deep into the desert, intending to leave him to suffer as he once did. The burning sun pushes Blondie to his limit. Dehydration makes him ramble. As Tuco moves to kill, a carriage appears. He squints and gets a plan. He runs to block them. The markings on the side make Tuco feel intrigued. As he opens the door, the smell nearly makes him pass out cold. The cart holds only dead. Among them, Bill Carson really catches Tuco's full eye. He is the very target that Angel Eyes has been searching for this whole time. Tuco senses nothing strange, focused on his own greed, beginning to loot the soldiers for money. But Bill Carson is still alive. He reveals a huge secret before his death. Tuco snaps alert now. He tries to learn where 200 grand is hidden. But the man begs for water. As Tuco goes for water, Blondie takes a chance to overhear where the gold is buried. Each holds half the info, forcing Tuco to work with him to find the gold. Tuco rethinks it and puts on a very kind face, quickly bringing Blondie to a church hospital. After the care, Blondie finally saves his own life. Once he recovers, they head out to find the treasure. But they wander right into a war between both armies. The hills are full of dead soldiers fighting over a bridge that means nothing, but there's no going back. So he lies to enlist and survive, waiting to cross and find gold. The chief is not moved by their fake display of duty, but he is actually miserable himself. In this pointless battle, destroying the bridge would save many thousands of men. Even though they have the explosives, no one is brave enough to go down and set them. Blondie sighs at the news. The gold happens to be in a graveyard across the river, so they have to blow the bridge to get there. The battle for the bridge starts up again. They watch from a distance, finding crates of explosives sitting right near them. The bridge really has to go now. Only after the troops pull out can they cross the river. They place explosives under the bridge. Blondie then lights the long fuse. A loud blast then rips through the air. The bridge is now gone. The wounded leader sees this, then dies in peace. The director here aims to convey an anti-war message. 1 year after the film, the US saw a huge anti-war movement in history. After the armies pull out, Blondie and Tuco head up the river to their destination. They pass dying men. Blondie tries to help every single soldier he encounters, but they all still pass away. While Blondie is lost in his own sorrow, Tuco steals a horse and rides to the graveyard. Blondie sees him and fires the gun. One shot sends Tuco down. Tuco crawls until he hits the cemetery. Looking at thousands of graves, it feels like his paradise. He checks graves for Blondie's name. Following a long search, Tuco finds the grave and starts to dig with a wild intensity. As he nears the gold, Blondie shows up and interrupts his work. He throws him a shovel, and Tuco thinks about killing him then. But seeing Blondie's gun, he just shakes his head and reluctantly goes back to digging. Just then, another shovel is tossed. Angel Eyes has arrived, and the three men meet for the gold. Seeing this, Tuco has to keep digging. The coffin is empty when he opens it. It seems Blondie has tricked them both, but they cannot move against him since only he knows the grave. To settle it for good, Blondie writes the name on a rock. The winner of the duel will get to take all the gold. They find a clear spot to duel. Each stands in their spot. The three men stare in tension. Blondie draws first and hits his man. He falls into an empty grave. Tuco plans to fire more, but Blondie had emptied the rounds long before. Blondie wins it in the end. The grave was actually empty. Tuco is furious and screams at Blondie. Under Blondie's threat, Tuco finally sees the gold of his dreams. The 200,000 is enough to keep them rich for as long as they live. But would Blondie ever share it? Blondie sets up a noose for him, just like their first meeting. But now, no one will save him. Once he has the tricky bandit on the rope, Blondie keeps his word and leaves him 4 bags of gold instead of killing him. Anyway, why do you think Blondie decided to let him live in the end? Thanks for watching, everyone.